A new Nigeria is a place where youth are the leaders and old people are the one giving advice to them. A new Nigeria is a place where unity meets diversity. The new Nigeria is a place where youth are employed and has nothing to do with banditry or kidnapping. A new Nigeria is a place where government mainly focus on improving the life of its citizen. A new Nigeria is a place where the voiceless are given the right to speak on what concerns them. A new Nigeria is a place where all of us come together to see that we have achieved a common goal. A new Nigeria is a place where we are ready to face any kind of consequences or challenges coming from other countries of the world. A new Nigeria is a country that is dependent on itself. A new Nigeria is a country where we will not depend on any other country outside, but rather we depend on the income we get from the items we exported from our country to see that we have survived with the little we have. A new Nigeria is a place where all of us enjoy social welfare as citizens. When we talk of a new Nigeria, not talking of a kind of new Nigeria where there will be enough money for all of us to, spend this miraculously. I'm not talking of that kind of Nigeria. The kind of Nigeria I'm talking as a new Nigeria is a place where all of us will unite together and work collectively, no matter our religion, no matter our tribal background, no matter our political differences, to see that we have united together and build a new Nigeria in the first place, and also see that yes, we have voted the right people into power, and thirdly, to see that we are not maltreated and in no any way our brothers and sisters are being maltreated. That's the kind of new Nigeria I am dreaming of, and I hope this Nigeria will come into reality. And then the question that says, who are responsible for building a new Nigeria? This is a quite interesting question. And the people that are responsible for building a new Nigeria, I think is I, you, and them. Of course. We are responsible for building a new Nigeria. As far as we are a youth who knows what he's doing, who has the capability to think of the right thing to do, you are responsible for building a new Nigeria. Yes, I'm talking to you. You are responsible for building a new Nigeria. Because we can't wait for someone to come and build a new Nigeria for us. This is the only country we have, I think, and we can't wait for someone outside the country or even inside that doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he is having a psychiatric certificate to come into power and tell us the right thing to do. No, we know the right thing to do, so why not make it in action, make it to practice? Let's practice what we think is good, and a new Nigeria is possible. That's all I think. To build a new Nigeria, that's the people responsible, and that's how to build a new Nigeria. I think that's all about building a new Nigeria. The reason why Nigeria keep falling is because youths do not know what they are doing. Of course, we do not know what we're doing. Because I think when we know what we're doing, we know our right, we know our obligation towards the country and the constitution at large, we will not be letting Nigeria to fall down. Because if you refer back then to, I think, 1960s, 70s, you will see that Nigeria is a place where, many people from even outside the country came to live inside. But currently, yes, there are people from outside the country that come to live in Nigeria, but they are not enjoying their life as they are doing in their country. Well, the reason is because we let people that are not supposed to be into power to come into power. Of course, because all these politicians, I'm not talking of, sorry to say all, but most of them do not know what they are doing. Had it been they know what they're doing, they would not be there. Maybe, you elected a senator from your own constituency, you sent him into the Senate chamber, he went there for the whole 4 years that he, for the whole 4 years of his tenure. He didn't ever speak for anything. Maybe he just bring about 2 projects for you, which the projects are not even much bigger enough to, make your own constituent a better place to live. So we let the people that are not responsible to be into power. That's why Nigeria keep falling. And the only way we can restore this back is I can say the youth should come into power. When I say the youth should come into power, I'm not talking of youths like me. I'm talking of responsible youths. I'm talking of youths that know what they are doing. I'm talking of youths that are, trustworthy and honest. That when they get there, they will not forget their people. But I'm not talking of youths like me. I'm talking of youths that are responsible enough to be into power. By electing them into power, sending us to represent us in the chambers and as well as the executive office. That is the only way we can restore back Nigeria. But electing these old people into power, the old people that does not know what they are doing, is the worst mistake we are doing currently. And we are supposed to let these old people come back to their family and enjoy their life after they are retired. But immediately after they retire, they came into politics and then we elect them as our leaders. That's the worst mistake we are doing, and the only way to bring back Nigeria as it was before, or even improve it, is by electing the youths, and the youths, as I said, responsible youths, to be into power, to see that yes, we have enjoyed our lives and we have make a new Nigeria into reality. That's the only way to change the narration of Nigeria. I think if I was given the opportunity to, change one thing in our youth's mind and the thing that will have to, change our country, I think that is their mindset. Of course, their mindset is the main problem. I saw one funny write-up by a guy saying that the only way to solve Nigeria's problem is to gather all of us. When I said all of us, including our fathers, all of us, and then kill all of us. Let newborn babies emerge and make a new Nigeria. But that's not the way. The fact he's trying to show is that our mindset is the problem, because we have corrupted both our mindset and our younger ones' mindset. But to me, if I was given the opportunity, to change the mindset of we Nigerians, or I can say we the youths, the only way to do that is by, showing them what will happen in the future if we continue doing like this. Because I believe none of us would want his children or any of his family member that is yet unborn to come and face this kind of challenges we are facing. The kind of challenge we are facing is so, it has reached its peak stage, because there are people who doesn't have food to eat. There are people who doesn't even, know where their children are. Their children have been missing for many years back then. We live in a country where there's no control over everything, especially with northern Nigeria. We have no control over everything. Imagine sending your child to Almajiri school, where you don't know how the child is living. You will not come and see him until after 2 years. A child of 7 years, 6 years, you have sent him to Almajiri, and then you are expecting him to learn something? No, he will try to develop something for himself that will come and cheat the public later on. Because if you say you send a child of 6 years now to Almajiri, and then he was there, and then he was studying, maybe let's leave it as he's studying, then issue of searching of food, because immediately after their first lesson in the morning, they went out to look for food, searching from one house to another, begging for food. If you say he didn't find that food, and still tomorrow he did not find that food, next tomorrow, for good 3 days, maybe he did not find something much enough to eat for himself, he would begin to think of stealing from people, and immediately he starts stealing. He said that yes, it's giving him an income. The next thing is he will see the way of making know how to steal things that are very worth enough, big enough to sell and earn money. So from then he will be developing kind of negative thinking, and from there, before you know, he will become an armed robber or a bandit and even a kidnapper. So our mindset is the main problem in currently we're seeing, and gaskiya, the only way we can change this mindset is by thinking of what will happen in the future. Think of what will happen in the future, and then if you think of that, you will think that yes, it's right and it's the right time to say that yes, you have changed the narrative, you have bring change to your community, if not the country at large. So I think this is the only way of changing a new Nigeria. And for you, the person watching this video, I want you to answer this question, please. Will you like your children, your future children, let's leave it as they are unborn yet, Would you like your future children to come and face this kind of Nigeria we are currently facing? Would you like your children to come and make their way to finish their secondary school and even their tertiary institution, and then came carrying their CV, struggling from one office to another, looking for a job? Would you like your children to come to this world, who I can say Nigeria, and faces the way we are suffering to eat food? No, I believe no. But if you think the answer is yes, or you have any other different belief than me, you can drop it in the comment section, and inshallah we'll try to see who is right between me and you.